Welcome, dear listeners, to History with Herodotus, where we embark on a journey through the annals of time, unraveling the mysteries of the past and illuminating the triumphs and tribulations of human civilization. Today, we find ourselves at the threshold of one of the most pivotal conflicts in American history, the Battle of Antietam. This bloodiest single-day battle in American history was a crucible that tested the mettle of the nation, shaping the course of the Civil War and leaving an indelible mark on the landscape of Maryland. As we delve into the origins of this seminal event, let us transport ourselves to the sweltering summer of 1862, when the drums of war beat louder with each passing day. The Confederate Army, led by General Robert E. Lee, had launched a bold invasion of the North, seeking to shatter the Union's resolve and secure recognition from European powers. Meanwhile, President Abraham Lincoln, resolute in his determination to preserve the Union, had appointed General George McClellan to lead the Army of the Potomac. On June 25, 1862, Lee launched his 7 Days Battles campaign, a series of military engagements designed to drive the Union Army away from Richmond, the capital of Virginia. The campaign culminated in the Battle of Gaines' Mill on June 27, where Confederate forces emerged victorious, and the Union Army was forced to retreat. This triumph emboldened Lee to launch his invasion of the North, with the ultimate goal of capturing the strategic city of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. As we navigate the complex web of events that led to the Battle of Antietam, it is essential to consider the role of key figures such as General Stonewall Jackson, who played a crucial part in the Confederate campaign. Jackson's victories in the Shenandoah Valley had boosted morale and given the Confederacy a much-needed injection of confidence. His troops, seasoned veterans of countless battles, would form the backbone of Lee's army as they marched into Maryland. The Union Army, on the other hand, was still reeling from the aftermath of the Second Battle of Bull Run, which had taken place just a few weeks earlier, on August 29-30, 1862. General McClellan, who had been appointed to lead the Army of the Potomac, faced significant challenges in mobilizing his forces and preparing them for battle. Despite these obstacles, McClellan remained determined to defend Union territory and thwart Lee's invasion. On September 4, 1862, Lee's army crossed into Maryland, with the intention of capturing the strategic town of Hagerstown and then marching on to Harrisburg. However, his plans were soon disrupted by the discovery of a lost copy of his battle plans, known as the Lost Order, which fell into Union hands. This intelligence coup allowed McClellan to prepare his forces for the impending battle and ultimately thwart Lee's invasion. Join me as we march towards the banks of Antietam Creek, where the very course of history was about to be forever altered. Welcome back to History with Herodotus, as we continue our journey through the annals of time, exploring the pivotal moments that shaped the Battle of Antietam. We now find ourselves on the banks of Antietam Creek, where the fate of the Union and the future of the nation hung precariously in the balance. As the sun rose over the Maryland landscape on September 17, 1862, the stage was set for one of the bloodiest battles in American history. The Confederate Army, led by General Robert E. Lee, had arrayed its forces along the banks of Antietam Creek, while the Union Army, under the command of General George McClellan, prepared to launch a series of attacks against the Confederate positions. The battle began at dawn with a fierce assault on the Confederate left flank, near the North Woods in the cornfield. The fighting was intense, with both sides suffering heavy casualties as they clashed in the dense underbrush and cornfields. As General McClellan noted, the battle was a series of skirmishes, each one more desperate than the last. The Union troops, led by General Joseph Hooker, made significant gains, but at a terrible cost in lives lost. Meanwhile, on the Confederate right flank, near the sunken road and the roulette farm, a brutal struggle unfolded. The Confederates, led by General James Longstreet, had entrenched themselves in a sunken road, which became known as Bloody Lane. As the Union troops, led by General Edwin Sumner, launched a series of assaults against the Confederate positions, they were cut down by withering artillery and rifle fire. The fighting was so intense that the road ran red with blood, earning its grim nickname. As the day wore on, the battle raged across the entire front, with both sides trading blows and suffering heavy losses. At the Burnside Bridge, a crucial crossing point over Antietam Creek, Union troops led by General Ambrose Burnside launched a series of assaults against the Confederate positions, but were repeatedly repulsed. It wasn't until late in the afternoon, when the Confederates had begun to withdraw, that the Union troops finally managed to cross the bridge and secure a foothold on the southern bank. As the sun began to set on the battlefield, the fighting slowly died down, leaving behind a scene of utter devastation. The casualties were staggering, with over 22,000 soldiers killed or wounded in a single day. Despite the heavy losses, however, the Union Army had managed to halt the Confederate invasion, and General Lee was forced to withdraw his army back into Virginia. As we reflect on the events of that fateful day, it is clear that the Battle of Antietam marked a turning point in the Civil War. The bravery and sacrifice of the soldiers who fought on both sides will always be remembered as a testament to the enduring spirit of American patriotism. As President Abraham Lincoln so eloquently put it, the dogmas of the quiet past are inadequate to the stormy present. The occasion is piled high with difficulty, and we must rise with the occasion. As our case is new, so we must think anew and act anew. Join me as we conclude our exploration of the Battle of Antietam and discover how this bloody and brutal conflict continues to shape our understanding of American history today. Welcome back to History with Herodotus, as we conclude our journey through the annals of time, exploring the decline and aftermath of the Battle of Antietam. The battle, fought on September 17, 1862, marked a turning point in the Civil War, as the Union Army's victory halted the Confederate invasion of Maryland and paved the way for a new era of freedom and equality. In the months following the battle, President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, declaring that all slaves in states still in rebellion against the Union were free. This landmark document, released on January 1, 1863, changed the course of the war and the nation, as it transformed the conflict from a struggle to preserve the Union into a crusade for human freedom. The Emancipation Proclamation had far-reaching consequences, both domestically and internationally. It paved the way for the eventual abolition of slavery with the passage of the 13th Amendment to the Constitution in 1865. The proclamation also helped shift public opinion in the North against the Confederacy, as it exposed the brutal reality of slavery and the moral bankruptcy of the Southern cause. As the war drew to a close, the legacy of the Battle of Antietam continued to shape American history. The battle's significance extended beyond the battlefield, as it marked a turning point in the nation's struggle for freedom and equality. The bravery and sacrifice of the soldiers who fought on both sides will always be remembered as a testament to the enduring spirit of American patriotism. In the years following the war, the nation began to heal and rebuild. The Reconstruction era, though tumultuous and imperfect, laid the groundwork for the long journey towards racial equality and justice that continues to this day. The Battle of Antietam and the Emancipation Proclamation that followed played a crucial role in shaping this journey, as they helped to establish the principle that all Americans are entitled to freedom and equality under the law. As we reflect on the decline and aftermath of the Battle of Antietam, it is clear that this pivotal conflict continues to shape our understanding of American history today. The battle's legacy serves as a reminder of the enduring power of freedom and the importance of continued struggle for justice and equality. In the words of President Lincoln, "Government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth." The Battle of Antietam will always be remembered as a testament to the strength and resilience of American democracy and the ongoing quest for a more perfect union. As we conclude our exploration of the Battle of Antietam, I hope that this journey through time has provided you with a deeper understanding of this pivotal conflict and its lasting impact on American history. The battle's significance extends far beyond the battlefield, as it continues to shape our nation's ongoing struggle for freedom, equality, and justice. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and I look forward to exploring more of America's rich and complex history with you in future episodes. That's all for today's History with Herodotus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember that to understand the present, we must first understand the past.